What is going on, Lunatic Fringe? I hope you're having a great weekend. My name is Bleeze. We're here to talk about what's going on with the price action. You saw a big dump on the chart. Theoretically, it's not that big, but when you see it happen, you feel it. You want to know what's going on. Now, if you like this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, leave a comment down below. So important, and the bell to be notified. And let's kick this off. We got a little bit of a new format here. So now you can see this is what happened. We had this trend line. Told you guys this was a long-standing trend line here, and it didn't continue, right? We broke out of it. That was great. Remember, I told you this is, and we're going back just a little bit. I told you the most likely scenario of play out here was going to be that this was going to break to the downside. Now, if we got a bounce here, started the move upward, and we did, in fact, get the start of a move towards the upside. 30-minute chart, by the way, but we got the move a little bit upwards, and then all of a sudden we got immediately rejected. Where did I tell you it was going to come? Told you it was going to come to the 618 level, which there it is right there. Or 0.5 level. I'm sorry. That we're going to come here, and the most likely scenario from this, which is a retest, which is going to come back up here, and we're going to have a test right here. If we can get over this, then we're off to the races again, up to 28. Now, the one piece that I will tell you right now is that there is a little bit of resistance right at this 19 level. So what we're going to be looking for in this breakout, if in fact we get a breakback to the upside, which it does feel a little bullish that it's going to happen, not on USTC, I might add for right now, but the scenario would be that we would break above this long-standing trend line one more time, which we seem to have no problem with right now. So, we'll probably have a break over it, but I digress. We'll come up here around 1900, a little bit of a test around the top of this wick right here. You see we got rejected by it before. And as you zoom out over here, you find out that's kind of the bottom over here. So that we'll get a little rejection here if it happens, and then a move. If we break through back up here, we'll get a little bit of a test right here, a little rejection. If we can pass through this and make our way back up. The thing about this line is it barely has, there's not a whole lot of resistance right there. So well, there is, but it was from a different angle, so it could be used as support, hopefully, and then bang, 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 and then we're on our way back up. Now, that doesn't mean that is the case. Doesn't mean that that's what is going to happen. Let's take a look at USTC, and I'll tell you this. I don't think that USTC is going to hold up. I think USTC is coming down quite a bit, and let me show you why right here. As you can see from this, we already rejected off of the 0.5. We're heading to the 0.618 line with this last move right here. Now that could be a portent, by the way, of what's getting ready to happen to Luna Classic as well. So let's not forget that. If I pop up, and you'll see this on the other side as well, but this is what the SMAs look like. The yellow being the 200 and the green being the 50. It looks like we might even cross over bullish any day now if we get a rejection. Again, I think that this comes down. There is a little bit of a chance from this little action right here that maybe will hit in this area and then reverse instead of coming all the way down to the 618. It's not written in stone that has to happen, but the likely scenario here is this right here and then a move. Now, I have a problem with this move, and I want to be honest with you. I think that the better likelihood for it to play out is going to be a rejection of this line and a move back down here into this golden pocket. And I would be looking to make a play if I were you. And if I were doing this, which by the way I am, I would look for a move down to 2.6 and then probably even potentially a reversal back up to 3.5 for the final test, and then a move back down here, probably coming around in this range right here between 1.8 and 1.5 right here one more time. I don't see any reason for USTC to be propped up the way that it is right now. It doesn't maintain that it's a good position. 4.5 cents, 4.1 cents, anything in this range, there's no support for. So why would it continue here? I don't think that it will. It's going to go where it's got support. Now, when I look at it and we start to zoom out and get a sense of, where is the support, then you have to ask yourself, what's the reason for anything? And the reason for anything right now is speculative as an asset. So the most likely scenario would be a breakdown, again, from this area down to the point where you've got support and a lot of trading. And that trade volume comes in right here at about 2.12 cents. And then there's another one down here at 1.5, which is why I say, again, we can come down to test 1.5. That's what I think is going to happen with USTC. No reason for it to be propped up the way that it is right now until we get spread tax, until we get something actually worked out. So the fact that it had a breakout does make it look bullish right now. By the way, if you look at the 50 and the 200 with the big crossover, you got a golden cross on the day chart and a big move, and this could continue. By the way, this is a long-term kind of projection. When I say that, I don't mean that Monday we're going to be at 2 cents. I mean, Monday we might be at where we are. We may even go up again and have a retest at 4.5 before we see what happens next and what the next play is. But the likelihood of this continuing on is low, except that money comes back into the market and just gets thrown in here as a purely speculative asset based on its position, based on where it was before, and just based on people coming back into the ecosystem. So that's what it looks like. That's what the play out appears to be. Trading volume is back up 18% to 257 million. No longer the hot ticket that it's been over the last bunch of days, but now a billion market cap. So USTC down a little bit more. Again, the shine is kind of worn off USTC until we get some clarification. It became a speculative asset, still a speculative asset, but we had a little clarity that maybe we had a spread tax system. Well, that thing is not even, we're not even in test center with that. So if it were to happen, it's so far down the road that the speculation aspect of this will bring the price back down. So that's what's going to happen. But we're also pushing Coinbase every single day. So if you're not, you should be doing that. And then the kind of a quick look. This is the community pool treasury, and it has about $700,000 in just USTC and Luna Classic, and $983,000 overall. So that is a pretty cool number. That means that if anything is needed or necessary, or anyone needs to get involved, that we have the capital to make something happen. We got to get into the DAO. We got to get the vote done, and then we can just so we have the availability to improve this system. We have the availability to bring in whatever it is that you feel like you need to make this place a better ecosystem, not through trickery, et cetera, et cetera. And by the way, I am a sponsor, I do want to say, of MEXC. People have been asking me about, where can you trade Luna Classic? Well, if you want to trade with the USDT pairing, MEXC, and you can do futures trading, just use the link in the description down below. Also, if you are on Station, you can transfer from Station to MEXC using the Terra protocol. And the same thing going back over into Terra. It will unpair for you through MEXC. So if you ever have a question about what you can do, use MEXC, and then you can rip through the pairing and the unpairing as needed for MEXC. But anyway, I think that's it for right now, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. We're going down on USTC. I kind of feel it right now. And look, I want to be wrong about that, but I don't feel like I am. Luna Classic, however, I feel like is going to do the opposite. I think we're about to get a good spread for some opportunity. So if we see a pump with Luna Classic, and if you follow me, you know what I'm talking about, because here it comes. If you get a good spread, and I don't think it is right now, but if you get a good spread right now and you get a nice little run on Luna Classic, but you don't see that same rip on USTC, even knowing that it's going down, I would swap any Luna Classic that I have on the sidelines if you're trading like me, and I would go ahead and buy some USTC right now in the hopes that, of course, at one point it will go up. But it's really more about the exchange pairing between the two. So I would go ahead on a big pump, get myself back over into USTC, and then with that, I would wait for the price of Luna Classic to come down, and then you get a favorable rating where the variance isn't so much, and then just buy and get more Luna Classic. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, stick with me and follow the videos. I pair USTC and Luna Classic and swap them back and forth all the time to try to gain more money for my bag. You win some, you lose some, but you always play the game. Is that not right? This is not financial advice. My name is Bleaves. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon.